Hey everybody, Daniel Dimitrov here. If you have been following me so far, you might have seen or heard about the Biggest Most template I created. A lot of my users and other developers started asking me if I could show them how to create professional Joomla templates. They knew already HTML, CSS and a little PHP, but whenever they've tried to make a template, they've ended up being confused from the experience. They couldn't understand what those JDoc tags in the code are doing or how to have two modules with different backgrounds. So, to end up the confusion forever, I'm planning a live webinar where you can learn all the skills you need to make a template in 3 hours instead of the 3 months it would take you to figure out the specifics yourself. Just to demonstrate a small part of what you are going to learn on the webinar, I will explain you what module Chrome is and how to use it to style your modules. I will close this window. This is my localhost, and as you can see we have a pretty standard template here. This is the Yapurity that comes directly pre-installed with Joomla. On the right side we have some nice modules. They have all rounded corners, and there you will see a small arrow and we can click on it. Then the module collapses. This is so great, but I don't want to have a collapsible module. A lot of you will say there is an option for this in the backend. You can turn the collapsing of the module off. Yes, this is true. Let us do it. We go to the backend, extensions, template manager. Then we choose Yapurity. And here on the bottom we see the write module collapsible function. We will disable this and we will click save. Once we refresh the page, you will see that our module is no longer collapsible, but we still see a hand when we go over the heading, and we see this small arrow. This is something that I don't want to have. Now we have two options. We could use CSS or module Chrome. If you want to use CSS, then it's pretty easy. We should find what class this heading is made with. This is an h3 class height, and we can delete the image. Here it is. You can delete the image and the cursor rules like this. So if I make these changes to the CSS file, then my heading will no longer be collapsible and there will be no hand or arrow or whatever. But my question is, why at all should I write h3 class height when I don't want to use this class? So what actually is module Chrome? Module Chrome allows template designers to have a certain amount of control over the way the output from a module is displayed in their template. Essentially, it consists of a small amount of predefined HTML which is inserted before, after or around the output from each module. I can show you this with the Yapurity template. If you go to the Yapurity template to HTML and the modules.php file, you will see that we have two kinds of chromes here, module slider and module rounded. This is our small amount of predefined HTML here again, and this is our PHP. Module Chrome is determined by using the style attribute in the statement calling the module. So if you go to our index.php file for the template, to the right column position of our Yapurity template, you will see that the template uses a style called rounded. As I said, I like the rounded borders the modules on the right have, but I don't like the collapsible option. To remove the collapsible option, I'm going to make a new module Chrome and I will call it my style. My style. So I'll save this and I will go to my modules.php. I will copy the module Chrome that the rounded already generates and we'll modify it a little bit. As I said, this thing should be called my style. My style. I don't want to have the show and hide class generated there. That's why I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to delete this thing too. So when I save this and when I go to the front end of my page and refresh the page, you will see that Our headings are no longer clickable and not collapsible, and they don't have a small error. But the most important thing is that our source code is clean. We just have an H3 there. If you have any questions, post them below, regardless if you are planning to join me in the live class or not. But although I don't want to force you, I highly recommend you to check out the details of the live class. I really think you will like it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.